Okay, hi and welcome back to Wristwatch Adventures. I'm Ray and I have adventures with affordable wristwatches. This week we've got a really exciting subject. I've been looking forward to this one. We're going to be looking at 3 levels of G-Shock Square. I feel that Kiko Aibe back in 1983 really got it right that first time with the GW5000C. There are a bewildering array of G-Shocks available, just dozens upon dozens of models. But I think in terms of the size, the features, that perfect marriage of form, function and timeless design, you really can't go wrong with the G-Shock Square. I would contend that almost anybody who's into watches needs to have the G-Shock Square in their collection. Just that perfect beta watch that's ready for adventure at any time. So I've chosen 3 particular references that are all available now as of the time of making this video. There are so many I could have chosen, and really they vary in price from over the £50 mark UK sterling. I mean, you can go into the hundreds or even thousands if you want to get a full metal version. Today I'm going to look at 3 reasonably priced affordable G-Shock Squares. Before we get into it, if you're enjoying this video, please do like and subscribe. Use the subscribe button there, and hope you enjoy what we've got to come. Okay, let's get into it. Level 1 of G-Shock Square, the GW5600E, the budget G-Shock Square, available for £50 to £60 UK sterling at the time of making this video. So this is a fantastic value proposition, although at this price point it is not fully loaded as in some other G-Shocks. Behind the resin bezel and strap here we have a simple caseback held in with 4 screws, pressed steel caseback with the shock resist logo here, plastic module housing the 3229 module. In terms of its functions, very simple: 1 alarm, timer, stopwatch, and that is it. The backlight is an electroluminescent backlight that glows green, and it stays on if you hold your finger on it. So a simple, unfussy model, and many people feel that this is the one for them because this is all they need. Pros then, of course, excellent value. The design under the mineral glass here with its pops of colour for the illuminator logo. It has the classic shock resist logo here. Cons: some people will see the simplicity of the module with its lack of options as a negative. Some people will see having to change the battery every couple of years, as this is not a solar model, as something of a nuisance. But very little not to like at this price point. Excellent. Level 2 of G-Shock Square, the GLX5600RT. So this is a G-Lide model aimed at the surfing market, I believe. So for a little bit more money, around about £80 to £90 UK sterling, you can have a G-Shock with some added complications that are fantastic. So here specifically, we have the tide graph and moon phase data to differentiate this from other more basic modules. Design wise, it also has something of a more contemporary look with this sunburst dial insert here in the complementary color to the orange bezel and strap. The module is the 3151, and we could see again we have a case back that is held on with 4 screws and a plastic module here. The strap this time is a little thicker, more substantial, and made of a slightly more pliable material, perhaps again to reflect its target market of surfers. The functions at this price point, we have a little bit more going on. First of all, we have the tide data, which we can scroll through using the D button here. We have world time. You can scroll through the cities, but you can't store. We have stopwatch, timer, and we have 2 alarms, snooze, and hourly signal. And that's it for this one. Pros then. The design update is really quite attractive. The tide graph and moon phase data are really useful. However, there is a big flaw with this watch. When you're in other functions, such as the stopwatch, you can't see the time. So that's a fairly big con for me. I suppose it depends on how much that you use these functions for how much this bothers you. But this isn't the best one for me. Level 3, the pick of the bunch for me, the GW5000U. So if you want to spend a lot more money, you can spend around about £250 UK sterling on one of these. These are quite difficult to get hold of here in the UK. I believe that they were made primarily for the Japanese market. This is what I would call a real sleeper. It doesn't look like much from the outside, but if you know, you know. And for me, this is the ultimate G-Shock Square. It is possible to spend more money on a full metal G-Shock Square or something like that, but for me, these rather defeat the object once the shininess is scratched. This is true to the original concept of the G-Shock Square as the ultimate beta watch. So here we have so much more available than in the basic G-Shock Square. The big thing that differentiates this from other G-Shock Squares is its module. Here we have the module 3495, a metal case module housed here with a proper screw-in case back. This is made in Japan. The bezel and strap are made of a lovely pliable rubber material, which is really quite comfortable. There are small things that differentiate this, such as the higher level of finishing on the buckle. A very minuscule thing, but all of these things add up to the ultimate G-Shock. This is tough solar and multi-band 6. So this will run extremely accurately for years and years and years. You'll never have to do anything to this. We can see on the display here the received symbol showing that it has updated itself overnight and will be extremely accurate down to the second, always. In terms of functions here, we do have a lot more. So we have world time with 5 different cities storable. We have several alarms. 4 alarms, snooze, hourly signal function, stopwatch, and you can see the original time here. Timer, and that's it. The quality of the LCD module is far better in terms of the legibility of the numerals. Pros then. Well, if you know this is the ultimate connoisseur's G-Shock, just the metal module alone means this is going to last forever and a day. It has so many different functions. I like the way that you can swap around the day and the month here. I love the legibility of the module. I love the indicator here that tells you how well charged up this is in terms of the solar power. the fact that you'll never have to change the battery is a big boon here. In terms of the cons, this proper screw-in case back module does add some depth to this here. It is not the most comfortable on wrist if you're wearing it hour after hour. But aside from that, the only other thing I can think of is there's not a great deal of colour or interest on the face here. But I suppose the whole point is to be unassuming. Like I said, if you know, you know. So there we have it. 3 levels of G-Shock Square. Thank you very, very much for watching to the end. What did you think of my 3 choices? Did I choose well? Which G-Shock Square do you have? Are you thinking about getting one? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please do consider liking and subscribing. It really helps the channel out. Until next time, thank you very much and hope to see you soon at Wristwatch Adventures.